Hejsan allihopa, Micke här, a.k.a. Lano på internetet. Jag är nu här för vi ska göra en liten annorlunda grej på explosiva tärningar. För normalt sett, när vi rollspelar här så är det ju vi, hela gruppen, vi kompisar och allt det här som spelar och har en rolig stund tillsammans. Men idag så ska jag börja rollspela ett spel på helt egen hand. Ett så kallat soloäventyr, vilket är denna. Detta är en riktigt gammal bok. Den är till och med äldre än mig. Den är 85. Jag är 86 så. Finally. Tigerns Väg, Hämnaren. Detta är en liten rollspelsbok. Där du spelar på helt egen hand. Du får rollformulär och allting sånt här i boken. Och så ska du göra grejer och så får du olika val under olika scenarion och det. Och så dras du vidare för att hoppa mellan olika sidor och olika moment och sånt där. Vilket jag tycker låter skitroligt. Jag har spelat detta lite, men jag har aldrig spelat igenom det. Och särskilt förr, du vet, då fattade jag fan ingenting. Liksom, jag är ju dum i huvudet normalt sett. Och när jag var yngre så var jag ännu dummehuvudare. Jag tror inte ens det är ett ord, men nu är det ett. Och jag är sugen på att spela igenom detta. För jag hittade den här boken för ett tag sedan. Så jag tänkte det var fan, det här måste jag spela igenom. För jag tror det var faktiskt min mamma som köpte den här för länge sedan. Så jag har hittat på internetet så att jag kan spela in och göra alltihopa. Den är dock på engelska. Så jag kommer att framöver att prata engelska. Först och främst så känns när jag spelar in så känns det faktiskt jävla mycket smidigare för mig att prata engelska. För jag spelar inte så jävla mycket på engelska. Och jag även kommer vara på min huvudkanal Lannicure X. Men det kommer att vara detsamma förutom det här svenska introt som är unikt för den här kanalen. Herregud. Jajamän. Men ja, så jag har försökt göra en setup här så jag hoppas att det ska funka. Så vi kan spela igenom detta. Nu ska vi söka ta oss igenom detta spelet. Jag vet inte hur lång tid det här kommer ta. Antagligen kommer ta kanske några episoder, vem vet. Och om det blir populärt och folk vill se mer så kanske jag gör mer sådana här grejer. För att jag tycker ärligt talat det är en liten rolig grej. Det slår ju inte att rollspel med sina kompisar och det för att det är en I love it and I think you love it too. Well, kanske mina kompisar men dina kompisar. Men ändå en intressant grej att testa på det här med att göra ett sånt här litet soloäventyr. Så med det så ska vi påbörja vårt äventyr i Hämnaren. So here we are with a setup for this session of The Way of the Tiger Avenger. I have put up with a little bit of a dice roller here. I wanted to use real dice, but I didn't have a second camera, so I couldn't do that. And the character sheet that you see below my camera, well, I can't do anything with it right now. It's just an image, but I will update it between the sessions and stuff like that, because there will be a little bit of updates and stuff like that. So to keep myself, in check what I do in the session, I do have this little notepad from Djurens Vänner. It's a cat home I am volunteering at. Very nice place. But yeah, so I write things down here. So let's start with this. Warning, do not attempt any of the techniques or methods described in this book. They would result in serious injury or death to an untrained user. What the fuck are they teaching us in this book? Are they gonna teach us to murder people? Historical note. Hell yeah. Ninjas are historical fact. Ninja existed in Japan from the 6th century AD to the beginning of the 17th century. For much of this period there were struggles for power between the warlords or daimyos who were the heads of the noble clans. The ninjas were unknown, faceless men, professional assassins and spies, killing machines available for hire. Ooh. All the abilities and skills attributed to ninja in this book are based on reality. Cool. Historically, the ninjas of medieval Japan were apparently able to perform most of the feats and were expert in many of the skills outlined in the Way of the Tiger. Okay. Well, don't worry, I have watched Naruto. I know how ninjas works. Kagebunshin on these nuts. Yes. So, and then there's a little bit more. Yeah, 85, Mark Smith and Jamie Thompson. First published by Night Books. And the rights, and there's that's a cute tiger though. I like the cat. And yeah, and here we have the character sheet. You see combat rating, punch kick, you modifier and stuff like that. Your tools, And your opponent's little box there when I kill them, I think. Wait a moment. Wait. Okay. This. Oh my god. Wait. I don't think that page exists in this book. No. That page doesn't. Oh my god, I'm spinning all over. This doesn't actually exist in this book. Oh my god. Winged horse kick. Every time I do that, I need to. Leaping tiger. Oh my god, the style is amazing. Forked lightning kick. Why is fork and lightning? Iron fist punch, tiger paw punch, cobra strike, whirlpool throw. Man, it looks like you're dancing. Dragon tail throw and teeth of the tiger throw. That is a cool move. That is some epic move. Okay, so now we have the background. On the magical world of Orb, I think the Flat Earthers would hate this place. Alone in a sea that the people of the March called Endless, lies the mystical island of tranquil dreams. Ooh, dreamy. Many years have passed since the time when, as an infant, you first saw its golden shores and emerald rice meadows. A servant brought you, braving the distant leagues of the ponderous ocean from the lands to which you have never returned. Your loyal servant laid you, an orphaned, at steps of the Temple of the Rock, praying that the monks would care for you, for she was frail and dying of a hideous curse. Oh man, that's sad. Poor her. Monks have lived on the island for centuries, dedicated to the worship of their god, Kwon. And I bet if you don't win, it's Claus. Santa Claus. Oh, no, I'm already derailing. He who speaks the holy words of power, supreme master of unarmed combat. Dude, this is actually kind of like Jesus, but if he kicks ass, and that sounds, I'm all for that. They live only to help others, to resist the evil that infests the world. It is literally Jesus. Seeing that you were alone and needed care, the monks took you in and you became an acolyte of the Temple of the Rock. Nothing was made of the strange birthmark, shaped like a crown which you carry on your thigh. Oh, well, that is a mysterious birthmark of a crown specifically. When you make your very first Mary Sue character or something. Though you remember that the old servant insisted that it was mystical importance. Whenever you have asked about this, the monks have had you meditate and be patient. But wait, didn't she die though? And wasn't we an infant? Let's see here. Braving distance. Yeah, as an infant. It says here. Man, do I remember what the servant said to me when I was an infant? Holy shit, the memories of this guy is impressive. The most ancient and powerful of them all, Naishi, Grandmaster of the Dawn, became your foster father. Ooh, foster daddy. He gave you guidance and training in the calm goodness of Kwon, knowledge of men and their ways and how to meditate so that your mind floats free of your body and rides the wind searching for truth. From the age of 6, however, most of your time has been spent learning the way of the tiger. Roar. Now you are a ninja, a master of the martial arts, and a deadly assassin who can kill most powerful enemies unseen and unsuspected. Man, that was a hell of a road. Like a tiger, you're strong, stealthy, agile, patient in stalking of prey, and deadly in the land of plenty. And the man march in the fabled ninja known as Men with No Shadow are held in awe. Is it because we are the shadow? The mere mention of ninja strikes fear in the people's hearts, but you are one of the few who worship Kwon and follow the way of the tiger. You use your skill as a bringer of death to rid the world of evildoers. Yes. At an early age, you hung by the hands for hours and then from the branch of trees to strengthen your arms. Bruh, isn't it like impossible to hang for a certain amount of time because, well, all the blood like runs away, runs away, or something? You run mile for miles. Your light-footed speed enough to keep a 30-foot ribbon. To keep a 30-foot ribbon trailing above the ground. Oh. You trod tight ropes as agile as a monkey. Now you swim like a fish and leap like a tiger. You move like a wisp of the breeze and glide through the blackest night like a shade. Before he died, Naishiji taught you the ninja's covenant. Ninja no shigiri. I will vanish into the night, chain my body to wood or stone, sink into the earth and walk through walls and locked doors. I will be killed many times. I mean, then you're not very good at the job, aren't you? He is Jesus. Now, Quan is Jesus, but, well, we could be. Yet will not die. Okay. Shame my face, become invisible, able to walk among men without being seen. Cool. It was your foster father, Naishi's death, that you began to live the words of the covenant. A man came to the island, Jaemon, Grandmaster of Flahim. Using borrowed sorcery, he tricked the monks into believing that he was a worshipper of Quan from the greater continent. He was indeed a monk, but he worshipped Quan's twisted brother, Violet. A little bit on the nose there, isn't it? Why does Quan getting a name that sounds like actually a name and then about, well, his twisted brother Violet? When your parents didn't love you equally. He was the powerful to subdue the weak, and wicked men to rule fools. Jaemon slew Naishi. No one could match him in an unarmed combat, and he stole the scroll of Ketsuin from the temple. Once more, you knew the pain of loss, for you had loved Naishi as a father. Daddy! You swore an oath to Quan that one day you would avenge his death. You have honed your skill helping the downtrodden in the land of plenty. But now the time has come to prove yourself to your brother monks at the Temple of the Rock. Okay, so yeah, so here goes through the rules here. But okay, that was an interesting, very like, yeah, very 80s kind of vibe of a background story, isn't it? The Chosen One, and then Evil God, Vile. It would be kind of fun if that god was actually kind of nice, like, my parents gave me my name. So combat as Master of Taijutsu, the ninja art unarmed combat, you have 4 main ways of fighting, from shuriken, kicks, punches, and throws. You will be told when you can use the shuriken, okay? In general, it will be hard to hit an opponent when kicking, but a kick will do more damage. A throw is successful, will allow you to follow up with a possible killing blow. But if you fail to throw, your defense against an opponent will be lower as your opponent attack. Whenever you're in combat, you will be asked which type of attack you wish to make. See with the way of the tag illustration for different types of kicks. Yes, we saw the image. You will know which paragraph to turn to, depending on your choices. When you resolve combat, you will find it useful to record your opponent's defense and endurance score. A number of encounter boxes are provided with your characters for this purpose. Yes. The combat has been presented in such a way that it's possible for you to briefly examine the rules and begin play almost immediately. However, if you do this, don't forget about blocking in the forces. You won't be told when to use it in the next text, as you won't be... Okay, punch. You will told what defense number your opponent has against the punch. Roll 2 dice, and if the score is higher than his or her defense number, you have successfully punched them. So if they have like 7, I need to roll an 8 or higher. With 2 dice to hit them. Subtract it from his endurance total, aka his life. If that is reduced to 0 or less, you have 1. When your opponent attacks you, you will be given your defense number, and then I roll for that, for them to attack me. And the amount of damage inflicted depends on the opponent and will be noted in the paragraph, usually in format of damage 1 die plus, well, 2 dice. Yeah, like literally it says under the damage on specific. It's not like the punch having static damage of 1d6, but rather the opponent you're punching, when you successfully punch, it says under like that's much damage you do. So yeah, whenever you make a punch roll to determine whether or not you have successfully strike an opponent, add or subtract your punch modifier. Your skill, you begin with a punch modifier of 0. Yes, so I assume as we get better and more kick-ass, we just get stronger. The kick and kick modifier work exactly as a punch, except when you roll the dice. Yes, we add 2 because your legs are very strong. And the throw, but you will be allowed to not attack a punch or kick and will be much easier to strike a thrown opponent. If you're successful with this, your follow-up attack, add 2 to the damage of your inflict. So a throw and then a punch, 2 more damage. Hell yeah. The ninja endurance, you begin with 20 endurance, aka our life. When you reach 20 endurance or less, you're dead. Oh no! As a ninja, block. A monster, you have the ability to block or parry incoming blows with various parts of your body, often your forearms for this purpose. Thin, lightweight iron rods have been sewn into your sleeve, enable you to block even swords. If you've been hit, you may try to block the blow and take no damage. Roll two dice. If the score is less than your defense, given that combat, you have successfully blocked the blow and take no damage. Okay, so that's the opposite. If the score is less, so I need to roll lower my defense. If you score an equal or greater, you take damage in a normal way. In any case, because you have taken time to block, your next is less effectful. Subtract 2 from your... Whenever you block a section, not subtract 2 from your punch, kicks a modifier for your next attack only. Okay. Okay, so I can only block powers... Well, block blows. And I get 2 less... Ooh, that is hard. Through meditation and rigorous training, you have mastered the ability to unleash spiritual or inner power through your body. In any combat, before you roll the dice, will determine if you hit or miss an opponent. You may choose to use inner force. If you do, deduct 1 point from your inner force score. This is used up whenever you're not succeeded in striking your opponent. If you're successful, however, double the score you roll when you determine the amount of damage. Ooh, yes. And we start with 5. I'm gonna write that down because 5 focus. 5 focus. That is pretty dang nice. Though, of course, if I sadly wasted it. Pardon Goddess Fate, Great Power and Wall of Orb. Whenever you're asked to make a fate roll, roll 2 dice and subtract your fate modifier. If the score is 7 to 12, you're lucky and fate will smile upon you. If the score is 2 to 6, you're unlucky and fate has turned it back on you. Ooh, that is interesting. So this is gonna be like, literally like... Do you feel lucky, Funk? No, I actually don't. The skills of the Way of the Tiger. You've been training in jutsu all your life. Your sense of smell, sight, and hearing, I can't hear anything, have been honed to almost superhuman effectiveness. You're well versed in woodcraft, able to track like a bloodhound and cover your own tracks. Your knowledge of plant and herbs lore enables you to live off the land. You're at the peak physical fitness, able to run 50 miles a day and swim like a fish. Your training including horsemanship, a little ventriloquism, meditation, the ability to hold yourself up still for hours on end, perfecting your balance and the 7 ways of going, or disguise. The latter skill involves comprehensive training so that you can perform as a minstrel for instead of the disguise used. Has been stealth, hiding, blah blah. There are ninja skill 9. Oh yeah, we get to see here. This is you must take, but you have been chosen 3 other skill from learning it. Yes, we get Shuriken Jutsu. Shuriken Jutsu, and then we pick 3 other skills of all of these. And I'm gonna go with, of course, we have Shuriken Jutsu, so that's a given. And then we're gonna pick 3 of them, 3 others. Arrow cutting require excellent muscular coordinates, like knocking or catching missiles and projectiles. Acrobatics, immunity to poison, feign death, escapology. Poison needles, picking locks, disarming traps, climbing. And then of course we have ninja tools. And man, oh, dude, what can I tell? Because I know that depending on what you have for skills, you can do certain things because they will appear stuff that you can use only if you have those certain skills. I'm gonna go with picking locks, detecting and disarming traps. I like that. I'm gonna go with... let's go with climbing. And what are we gonna go with next? The third one. Let's go with arrow cutting. You know, I'm gonna go with that. Let's go with it. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. And here we go through a little bit of the ninja tools. Garrot, well, you know, thin threads, iron sleeves, so you can block swords. We have breathing tube, flash powder, flint and tinder, spiderfish, the blood of Nil. You also carry 1 of the most virulent poison known on orb. Oh dear! Don't drink it. And now, this dude looks like a fucking egg, man. The dawn rays of sun greet you as you begin your preparation for the time of trial. Today you will become the youngest ever to challenge the title of Grandmaster of the 5 Winds, when your foster father Naishi was murdered by Jaemon, the second Grandmaster stepped into his place. Now, many seasons later, another of the Grandmasters has died, and the position is open once more for there must always be 5 who lead the order. You've been invited to challenge because of your consummate mastery of the way of the tiger. At the appointed hour, you walk alone across the sands to Temple Rock. It is used pillared hall building to the side of an enormous boulder. I am the boulder, the most powerful earthbender in the Earth Kingdom. Of red granite, brought to rest on the island of tranquil dreams by the ice flows of age of snow, which carved out the great valley reaches to the far north. That was a novel. As you approach the temple, you see that monks and a large number of villagers have assembled to watch the combat between you and your other challenger, Gorobei. Like you, Gorobei is initiated of the inner circle, a devoted worshipper of Kwon, and a capable fighter. He's older, heavier, and stronger than you. Yeah, he looks like he looked like he would just fucking destroy me. And has been unsuccessful in one previous challenge, but he is a skillful wrestler. You walk into the temple, bow to the Grandmaster of the Dawn, a man who looks younger than his 50 years, slim and taut with piercing dark eyes. Beside you, Gorobei also bows. His face a mask showing no emotion. He's clad only in a loincloth and his rippling muscles gleam with oil. Yes, that'll make it difficult to give a grip on him. You must defeat him in an unarmed combat in order to be allowed to undertake the superior test, which will show you where you are ready to become a Grandmaster. Gorobei turns to you and bow, and you return the courtesy. The Grandmaster of the Dawn reminds you that this is not a fight to the death, and you may not use inner force. A signal for you to begin. Gorobei advances warily across the polished granite floor, his big hands ready to grapple you. Will you? And now we come to the fun part. Here you get to do the different decisions. Feint a punch and then use the leaping tiger kick. Pretend to grapple but instead use cobra strike. Raise your foot as if you kick but sidestep and use the whirlpool throw. Or use an acrobatic. There we need like the skill acrobatic. I don't want to use the whirlpool throw because I feel like he is not gonna be easy to throw because he's slapped in oil. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna feint a punch and then use a leaping tiger kick. Ooh-yah! Then we're gonna turn to 17. 17 we have here. You step forward as if you have to punch, then leaping in the air, you lash the ball of your foot towards Gorobei's head with a speed that defies belief. Gorobei, although not quick, knows your style of combat. And then we get the information. Gorobei, I might as well do Gorobei. Defense against kick, we're gonna roll 6, endurance 14. And then we're gonna roll two dices. Okay, with first attack, promising. So we went, yeah! And then we're gonna clear, and then we roll damage and d6. No, that's impressive. So he's down to 12 HP. Let's see. If you have defeated Gorobei, we haven't. If Gorobei is still unconscious, he attacks you. Your defense against Gorobei Cobra Strike is 7. Ooh, so we're gonna. Can I defend? No! I assume he'd do 1d6 on me. You son of a bitch. You fucker. If Gorobei defeats you, your turn. Well, he has not defeated me yet. Otherwise, will you feint and punch, turn 35 and throw, or kick again? So then you can just repeat like the entire motion more or less. But I will feint and punch. Oj då. That turned weird. I was sorry about that. We're gonna go to 35. And what do we have here? Here we go. You crouch as if to wrestle with Gorobei, who tense and ready to throw his extra weight against yours, but your jab and expelled toward his midrib. Gorobei reaches is long and is skilled in punching and blocking, though it's not as fast as you. Okay, so we're gonna roll. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so we did that. We managed to hit because it was 8 or higher, and then we're gonna do damage. What is this? Why is my damage dice so piss? So he's down to 10 HP now, though. If Gore still attacks you, your defense against his target power is 7. So we're gonna take and then roll. I need to roll. Thank God. Oh, yeah! Managed to like deflect it, like. And feint. We're gonna go with a throw this time. We're gonna feint and then make a throw. I'm gonna take the risk and get my ass cheeks beaten in, but I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. Where is 61 though? There it is. You raise your foot as if to kick Gorobei in the chest, but it spins to his side and take hold of his arm to throw him off your hip. You rebel learn a mistake, however, as your grip slides along. I knew that, but I want to see. And he uses his skill as a rest to grab you and lock your arm behind your back. While he grips you around the throat. His strength is enormous. You try to summon yourself back over him and break the grip, but it's already for you. Turn. Oh my God, 95. I knew we shouldn't trust that. I thought it was like, it's exciting to try out. But no, here we're getting my ass cheeks pummeled. Gorbel used the iron fist, punch you so hard in the back of the neck that you slump to ground and fall senseless. A young village boy is pouring water on your forehead when you're regaining your wits. A few of the younger Agal Berber condolences you rub your neck. An hour later, Gordon returns from the robbing chamber. You blow with others as ornate as Grandmaster. Oh, dang it! Oh no! I failed you, father. Oh man, yeah. I mean, it was. Ooh, that's a freaky image. I mean, it was kind of expected, but I just wanted to see what happened. After the ceremony, you all file out of the temple. Okay. To the Golden Sands, there's a frugal feast of rice and fruit shared by the village and the monks. You eat sparingly and take your leave early. Wish you to meditate before you sleep. Relax from the meditation, which frees your spirit from the shackles of your aching body. Your eyes close as soon as you lay yourself down on the straw-filled sacking that is your bed. You drift into the deep but troubled sleep. You see a sleek oared ship setting sail from the land of plenty. A tall, resolute-looking man is on the high stern castle, his legs braced against the swell. He wears a thick cloak of dark green against the weather, and the sun flashes so vividly on the buckle of his sword belt, that you believe that is not a dream but a vision. A sailor calls him by the name Glavius, and he turns to look at you, but then the vision fades, and the brilliant blue sky is replaced by somber purple clouds, against which is a large and dark castle looms. Okay. 3 turrets on a great black keep seem to be pierced the clouds. You are walking towards it, bent on completing a difficult and important mission. When you awake, you remember the dream as if they were pictures painted on the wall of your monastic cell. But your sleep has at least restored any endurance you lost in your contest with Gorobei. Yes, back, baby, sleeping heals. You are walking towards the temple when there is a commotion on the beach and 2 fishermen run up to you with the news that a ship riding at anchor offshore. A man rows himself to the beach and steps out as the Grandmaster masters walk to the strand to greet him. He introduced himself as Glavius. That is a fancy name. And bowing respectfully, he asks out the Grandmasters of Grandmasters. You may address us all, says the Grandmaster of the Dawn, for we have no secrets on the island of tranquil dreams. Not since you lost the scroll of Ketsuin, Glavius returned darkly. What do you know of the scroll of Ketsuin? Asked the Grandmaster. The monks wait tensely as Glavius looks around carefully before replying. The scrolls of Ketsuin hold the secret of the word of power, which will bind Quan himself in Inferno if it's spoken at the Pillars of Change in the great snow waste of the north. Jaemon, Grandmaster Flame of the Order of the Scarlet Mantis, stole it from you many years ago, and he has deciphered the word. It is the month of All Mother splendor, and 3 days the moon will turn red during the great conjunction of the planets. something that occurs only once every 500 years. If the word is spoken by the pillar of change this time, your god, Kwon, will be imprisoned in the bottomless pit of fire, leaving the monks who worship Vile free to spread their dominion over the lands of men. Man, okay, typical. That happens only once 500 years happen right now. Shit. At the mention of Jamon's name, there is uproar, but Glavis continue in a natural quiet descent. Jamon is preparing to set out even now from the seat of Doomover. What is up with the name Doomover? On the long journey to the Ice Waste, though a ranger long used to patrolling the wilderness on the edge of the rift, I'm no match for such as he. Is there no one among you who would try to stop him? Yes. Luckily, he's from Doomover, that is beside Evilville, you know? Very, very evil. As Glavia spoke, you felt the burning need to be the burning on Jamon flame within your breast. Your dream of Glavius, for it was he you saw stride the deck of the ship, which now rides at the anchor near the sands. As convinced you that you are destined for this quest, and you step forward, saying, I shall stop him. You're young, says Glavius. Can you succeed where I, a ranger lord, would fail? I am a ninja. I don't know why. It sounds so silly like that. Like, I'm a ninja. That sounds like a weeb running in there like, I'm a ninja. Glavius starts. The grandmaster of the door's side says, yes, I will name you Avenger, for if anyone can succeed, and you must for the sake of all mankind, it will be you. Ah, so I just got a new title? Cool. With that, he turned towards the temple and prayer. The seat of Doomover lies on the western coast of the Man-March, and Glavius gives you a map which shows the many cities and a strange land which stretch north to the snow waste. You spend the rest of the day preparing, lacing the iron sleeves to your dark-hued costume and gathering together the tools of the ninja, before you're spending some hours in quiet meditation. You board Glavius' ship in time to sail on the eventual tide. You must find Jamon and kill him before he reaches the Pillar of Change, or all will be lost. Turn to 232. Man, this is interesting. I mean, it is kind of like, I don't know, it really gives off like an 80s vibe story, you know? Like, it's so much cliches and all that, but I love it. Oh my god, what is that? Isn't that from the Goonies? Oh boy. The ship which Glavius has chartered, the Aquamarine, has 100 oars and 2 masts. The winds are kind to you as you scud across the azure plain. The sea is calm that after 2 weeks without the tang of salt spray on your lips, you forgot that it's composed of water at all. Damn. The oarsmen now row for 10 hours a day, but they are free men, not chained to the oars. Well, that's nice. Still 10 hours a day. I hope they get big breaks. To bear the scars of pirates. Oh my god, I thought of the animal. Captured by buccaneers, they are of the lucky few who have lived to see the sky again. All of them have the heavy upper body of oarsmen, some who turn to the sea for their livelihood. Too young are squats and mishaps, molded by life or to grotesque travesties of the mountain dwarf. What, we have dwarves here as well? The land of plenty passes to the south, and you are inside of the isle of the magical goddess. Then the lookout cries a warning. The helmsman steers a new course, and the drumbeat quickens as the oarsmen. I was thinking on Jumanji. The ship that is approaching is long and low, painted green and red, and flying a red pennant at the top of its mast. Glavia, standing next to you at the rail, said, "That ship is from Port of Reavers. We'll never outrun it." So saying, he draws his sword. Hunger! The oarsmen strain, sweating with the effort, but they cannot match the pace of the slaves on the Reaver's ship, galvanized into a frenzy spurred by the barbed whips. God. I mean, barbed whip, can you imagine the wounds and then salt water and sweat and oh my god. At last, the captain gave the order, "Prepare to rebel the borders." and you're ready yourself for combat. The pirate ship carries a spiked ram, but they are obviously trying to take that command as a prize for the grapple come alongside. Yeah, I mean, if they sink the ship, it won't do much new good, right? The reavers carry scimitars and chain nets and are led in the rush to attack by 9-foot monsters whose bodies covered in knobs of misgrown bone. An ogre with Oh, so that's an ogre! They literally have ogres and stuff like that. Okay. Man, I thought he was on our side for a second there. No. The Aquaman crew looks no match for the battle-scarred buccaneers. Will you run away? Let's see. Leap into the rigging and hurl a shuriken at the ogre. Attack the ogre as it comes above, flattening a section of the Aquaman rail. You know what? I feel like throwing a shuriken might not do much, but I think that is probably better than trying to punch it. You know? So I'm like, using one of my shurikens. So 257. Let's see. Wow, he looks angry. 57. What the fuck is that? Why does it look like some Cartoon Network dog turned to nightmare? Well, ignore. Your shuriken gleams in the sun. The ogre. Why do you throw it at his chest? Eyes! Eyes up here, ogre. As you leap down for the rigging, a volley of arrows is let loose from the stern castle of the reaver's ship. The ogre grunts with pain as shuriken lodges in his chest. Throw one die and take the score from the huge beast and yours of 16. One of the pirate's arrows coming at you. Do you have the skill of arrow cutting? If you had turn, didn't I have it? Yes, I have. Well, first we're gonna roll a d6. Let's see, because one die. Now we're talking. Ogre is down at 10, bitch. But yes, we do have arrow catches. We're gonna go to 380. That's far down. Lots of what? There's so many eyes we see around there. I wonder what's that about. Is this supposed to be tiger eyes? I don't know. 380. But yeah, I love this kind of thing. This is actually really fun. Though I would love to see like more modern stuff like this. There probably is as well. 380. The arrow reaches you as you are in midair to between the rigging and the deck, but you whip your hand and snatch it out of the air, inches before your chest, and throw it aside. Hell yeah, baby! The ogre, enraged, raises spike hammer to smash you. Oh no! Oh no! Try the winged horse kick. Attempt the iron fist punch, slide across the deck, and use dragon tail throw. Ooh, that would be cool, but I don't think I will be able to literally throw a big ogre. I don't think I am that strong. So I'm gonna go with a winged horse kick. So 3-3-2. Let's see. 3-3-2, 3-3-2. Let's go. Man, I'm feeling so cool right now. You spin and drive the outside of your foot towards the ogre's purple vein throw. Ooh. As it tries to swat. Okay, so you have 5. Okay, so I need to only roll 6 or higher. That should be doable, right? Oh, that was close. 2 d6 damage. Oh, it's almost down. It only have 2 HP left. Oh man, I should have used focus. Inner focus. Ah, dang it. Then it would be dead by now. So he's down on 2 HP. Okay. If you have defeated ogre, if you Ursula, you try to blunt your head with a heavy weapon. Yes. Okay, so he gonna roll against my 7, so he needed 8 or up. He doesn't roll that. Ow, my head. Ow. But if you still try to blunt your head with a heavy hammer, that is 7. Oh, is the damage 2 then as well? Because the damage dice is 2, so I assume it's damage 2 on both. I'm gonna go with that. That's the rule. I use the same damage dice for him as for me. Makes sense because he's a big ogre. He hurts a lot, and damn it, he hurts a lot. I'm down on 12 HP, baby. If you're still alive, you can use your Iron Fist Punch. I'm gonna do that. Let's go. I just need 2 more damage, baby. I realize he's actually dead. Because I get +2 on the damage of kicks, which I didn't add, which take him actually down. I know, but I missed that. But who's gonna stop me? Like, I can do whatever I want. I'm playing with myself here right now. Well, either way. So I'm actually fine, and he is down. Hell fucking yeah, baby. If you do it 360 Xbox, and let's see here. The ogre buckles at the knees and topples backward. Between the 2 ships, a plume of spray rises from where it plummets into the water. If you use a shuriken this last with the ogre, no, not my shuriken. Looking quickly around, you can see that reavers with their earrings and scimitars are more than a match for the crew at the Aquamarine. Glavia's swordmanship is stalling, but they are slowly penning on him. With a punishing sidekick, you knock a new attacker to the floor where he lies inert. Another huge wart-faced half-orc. Oh, half-orcs as well. Man, I like that. There are lots of different races, but also kind of typical, like half-orc, ogre, evil. I call racism on that. With incredible speed, you clap your hands together. Trapping the... Ooh, Egypt! Hell yeah! That's the kind of thing you only try once, because if you fail that one, like, he has time to gape in astonishment before you smash the top of your right foot into his temple. Now will you? Hell yeah, boy! Try to fight your way through to Glavia's. Jump to River's ship to attack. You know what? I already stopped the sword with my hands. I kicked the ogre down. And I feel like if I take out their captain, that maybe they will give up. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking board them, huh? You like that, bitches? You run a few steps along the aquamarine deck before leaping the rail and landing against the side of the pirate ship. Why is the rum gone? Hanging from the scruppers by your hands. You wait for a moment before edging your way hand over hand towards the red stone of the watery grave. Make a fate roll to see if any of the reavers spot you jumping. Oh! So now 2 to 6 is bad fate. 7 to 12 is good. So, well, I say, dices, they like me today. Oh, they do actually. Holy shit. If Fate smiles on you, turn to 170. If Fate turns her back, Fate loves me, man. 107. My God, that's quite a jump here. My God. Well, luckily, I'm very lucky here today. Man, I wish I could have this luck when I'm playing with my friends and all that. Or Warhammer 40k. 107. My finger is getting tired of scrolling. Let's see here. You swing up over the rail unseen and run to the stairway to the stern castle from where the pirate captain is directing his men. You bound to the last step to appear from nowhere before him. He steps back in surprise but soon regaining his composure. He's a large man with a grizzled beard and gold armbands, which cause the veins of his massive arms to stand out like cords. His swing is Morning Star you as you move into attack. Which move will you... I would say that's pretty cool. I like the idea of him using a fucking Morning Star. That's... hell yeah. Leaping Tiger, Cobra Strike, or Teeth of the Tiger. I am gonna use a Fate this time though. I'm already gonna focus that so I can double the damage. And I'm gonna go with Leaping Tiger. 67, like, whoa! Hopefully I don't fuck myself over. 67. Alright, wait, make a note how many times you try to attack the Reaver. It's the only one, right? Before the Morning Star make contact with you, snap your leg upward, driving the ball of your foot at the captain's face. Buccaneer Captain! Defense, okay, let's go. 7 or higher. No! And I wasted that feat! No! inner focus is down by 1. I only have 4 more. Fuck. He attacks you with a Milner's die. If he's still alive after 4 attacks, turn to 45. Maybe he gives up, man. So that was 1 attack. Otherwise, attack you with his Morning Star, your defense gets... Okay. Does he hit me? No, he don't! We are standing there, flailing. You may now try to throw. I'm gonna go with that. 87. 87. Here we go. Make a note. Yeah, second. Ducking beneath the flailing chain and ball, you jump into the air and try to clamp your feet around his neck and twisting vigorously throwing into the sea. Oh, that would be cool. Okay, so I'm not using any... oh my god, what is this? Something missing. So that's my second attack. He's whip over the edge and turn to... And now he will attack me. Luckily he misses, because he needs to roll... And the same for me, I need to roll above. So he needed to roll 8 and above, like I need to roll 7 above to hit him. So we are standing there like fucking monkeys, just like... You're still alive, you may not use Cobra Strike turn, or use Leaping Tiger. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Cobra Strike. I guess. 77, here we go. Make a note how many times... This is the third attack. So, noted. Before the monster connect you, dry your finger to your cat. Now, I'm using Inner Focus again, so I'm down on 3 Inner Focus. Please. I need to hit him. Thank you, Quan! Quantum physics! And then it is 1 die plus 2. So it is an clear. 8 plus double that, so 60. Oh my god. He is uber dead. Hell yeah, if you defeat him, I fucking did. I just... 58. The buccaneer falls into the planks, dead. 2 of his men are on the stairway behind you, but seeing that you killed a man they feared single-handedly, they back away, calling news to the other reavers. The pirates abandon the Aquamarine, return to the watery grave, and begin fighting earnestly to decide who shall become the new tyrant captain. Get back here, Captain died! No, we're gonna fight him if it's you, Captain. You dive from the stern, cast into the sea, and swim strongly toward Aquamarine, which is already underway. Your lungs bursting, you catch onto the movement oar at last, and hold yourself up to the side. Turn to the... Man, okay, in the end, I won. I used 2 focus, but, well, focus... I think I did pretty good at all. I survived. Ooh. And let's see. Yes, number 20. By the midday of the next day, the Aquamarine has left the island behind, and ahead you looms the greater continent. You turn north and hug the rocky coast for some days. You may restore up to 10 points of lost endurance as you rest, gliding over the still calm sea. Well, I'm actually completely fine. Most of the time we just flailed. It begins to rain slightly on the next day as you follow the shore of a vast bay. Glavias comes to talk to you and points to a large estuary where the grey bones emptied into the sea. He tells you that this is his home city, Tor, lies upriver. You ask him whether there is a temple to Quan there, and he shakes his head, but freely tells you that his goddess is the All-Mother, preserver of life. You ask him of the cities which lie beyond Tor on the Grey Bones River, but looks like a pain crosses his face. Let me tell you, instead of Doomover, for that is our port of call, he says, is one of the largest cities in the Man March, perhaps 400,000 souls, and is ruled by the Legion of the Sword of Doom. It's so evil name. Most spit when they hear the name, but they are one of the best armies on Orb. They worship war god of Ashero, he who sows for the Reaper, and spread fear about them in battle. There are temples to other gods, but there's a cathedral to the war god, overshadows them all. the Marshal of the War God. Wait, the Marshal of the Legion of the Sword of Doom. The Legion of the Sword of Doom is on our honoric. A black heart who has never been defeated in combat. It is that he knows slew storm giants single-handed. He is without doubt the peerless swordman. The Order of the Scarlet Mantis has a temple there too. They send their acolytes to the far snow to training, where they become used to hardship of all kinds. Yaman is the greatest warrior they have ever had to lead them. They use the cross of Avatar, the supreme principle of good, as symbol, but with a serpent twining around it. In this way you may know one if you see one. Well, that sounds fucking juicy. Man, the exposition bomb here is fucking wild. Stay a while and listen. On the next day, you sight the fortified harbor walls of Doomover, and 2 long blackwood ships dart out to meet you. They fly the flag of the Barbican, the Doomover Navy. As you approach, a tall man with black-ring mail orders you to heave to. The captain obeys as sails are slackened. He answers a very question, but when the naval commander asks what business he has to Doomover, he looks nervously at Glavius, licking his sleeve. Glavius answers for him, saying that he has come to sell gallery slaves. The commander grins. I was going to confiscate your ship, but as you bring men we have need of, you may pass through the Barbican. With that, you're allowed to go your way. Man, that's... The Barbican itself is a huge gatehouse, like a fort, which spans the end of the harbor walls in an arc. The ship glides beneath it and ties up the busy wharf. You thank Glavius for his help and jump lively to the land. He's returning to organize defense against the forces of Vile should your mission fail. He throws you a pouch containing 10 gold pieces, saying, "Here, you need this. May fate smile on you, ninja." I'm a ninja. You pocket the pouch and turn to the city. So I guess I'm gonna write up 10 gold. Hell yeah. 10 GP. Gold pieces. 2 gates stands by the side. The largest is a huge arc of black obsidian, like a rainbow of dark glass. The other, much smaller, consists of 2 pairs of white marble pillars topped by a portico on which the word Portal of the Gods are written in gold leaf. Which gate will you choose to go through the obsidian? The obsidian gate or the portal gate of God? Portal of the God. Man, that is actually... I wonder. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save this question for next time, and we're gonna be recording more next episode, see what's happening. I have no idea what's gonna go on and what's happening here, because this is actually really fascinating, and I hope I can play more of these kind of games, and if you're interested to see more, that for sure, I hope so at least. So, thank you for watching. See you all next time with some more Way of the Tiger.